Casey, the extra day off help you a little bit? Just having a Saturday built on your normal schedule?
Yeah, it was good having a Friday game and then having Saturday off. Was able to kick my feet up and watch film and watch college football the whole day, so that was nice. And then have Sunday, and then we have Mondays off physically, so today was our first practice day, so it was nice to have a few days of rest. We all needed it for sure.
What do you see on film from Purdue?
Purdue is a good football team. They're a veteran group. They're experienced. I'm sure you guys know that by now. When you look at the depth chart and the scout report, they have juniors and seniors all over the field on defense. They're very sound. They're physical. They've had a lot of experience. That's the main thing that I see on film. They run different coverages. They have some good length. They're starting. One of their corners is 6'3", and then they have some good size in the back end at DB and at nickel. So they seem like they do a good job athletically, but they're very sound and they're very experienced. So that's what I see on film.
Casey, I kind of have a little bit of a different question. I mean, you said you had some time to watch some football, so I don't know if you got a chance to see some of the sack calls in the NFL this weekend. You're a quarterback and you've taken some big hits, so I'm curious what your kind of opinion on those calls are.
Yeah, I wish that I had the Tom Brady rule when we played against Rutgers on Friday. That would have been nice. Probably would have had some unsportsmanlike conduct, some roughing the passers against Rutgers, but I don't know that they hit on Tom Brady. I don't know if it was roughing the passer, but as a quarterback, you'll take the flag, of course. I didn't watch any NFL games because we do some things up here on Sundays, but I got to watch a lot of college football on Saturday, so I didn't watch any NFL games yesterday. Well, last night I got to watch the Chiefs play the Raiders, so I watched a little bit of that, and that was really it. I watched college football on Saturday, but not any NFL on Sunday. So.
How did you process the Texas Oklahoma game? Like, how does that even work for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. I mean, I knew that I don't know if Texas was favored or not. I knew that they would win the game just because, Oklahoma's been struggling recently, but they got a good football team. 49-0, I don't know if anyone was expecting that. So I was happy for the guys. I talked to them after the game. So I got to watch that live, which was cool. No, I watched it, and then, like I said, I called the guys and congratulated them, and they were happy. So that was really it. But I don't know, that was the first shutout in the history of the rivalry in a long time. I think I saw a stat, the last 10 years or so has been like one-possession games, and that was 49-0. So I was just stunned. It was a crazy game for sure, but happy for him.
After the game, you talked about how you had to let go of it sometimes before guys even move off their releases. What's the challenge when the heat's coming like that, about knowing that, and also you're trying to make smart decisions where you're not, like, how do you balance that?
That's the hardest part about playing quarterback. One of is just immediate pressure right in your face. I mean, you can imagine these guys are well over 6 foot, and they're anywhere from 250 to 330 pounds. And they're in your face, and you're having to make reads down the field, still being able to see your receivers, still being able to read the coverages. It makes it very difficult, obviously, when you get pressure on the quarterback. So anytime that I have a clean pocket, I think looking at it, I had 2 interceptions. One of them was a bad read as I took a hit, so I wasn't able to fully step into my throw. So I think the ball died a little bit, but that was a bad decision either way. And then the second time, like you talked about, I got pressure from the right side, and I was throwing it to Oliver. Oliver ran a V route in the red zone, and he turned his DB around, so he beat the defender. And I don't know if it would have either been a first down or a touchdown. My arm got hit as I threw it, so then the ball ended up like quacking in the air. DB picked it off and started a pep rally for Rutgers. But it's just the main thing was just trying to stay positive. And I knew at some point, like I said, they had to slow down the rush because usually defensive linemen, they're not skill players and they usually aren't as in shape. So I knew at some point they would slow down a little bit. After watching the film, I think it was play 46 or 47 in the game, you could see a difference in the third quarter. They started to slow down the pass rush, and we were able to get in rhythm after that on offense, throwing the ball. So, but yeah, it's very difficult when you take, we only took 1 sack, fortunately, because I was getting the ball out. But, I had a lot of pressures, ended up being a high number for sure, higher than we want it to be. So it's very difficult. We had 36 pass plays, and I think I had pressure like in the 20s or something like that. So got to get that number down, of course, and the staff is working hard at doing that. And we're going to obviously try to get the ball out of my hands a little bit. But that was the main thing, is just trying to stay positive and stay in rhythm.
You've probably thrown a few balls in practice to Tommi Hill. I guess he's switching to receiver. Saw that Friday night, a little bit of warm-ups. What do you see out of him at that position?
Yeah, last week they switched Tommi, and he's just natural. He's a good route runner. He has great hands, and he has incredible speed. A lot of people are going to be surprised about what they see from him, but we see it right now on a daily basis. Tommi, he took a lot of reps with me today in the ones, and I think we're 100% connected on deep balls. So he does a good job catching the ball and running good routes. So I'm really excited about what he's doing, and I'm definitely impressed for sure. And now that he's on the offensive side, I asked him, is there different, seeing the ball in there? He was like, I can see why it's hard to defend those deep balls, when they come down like that. So him and Trey are really good, and I think they'll complement each other well.
It's the second game in a row you've hit Trey for a big touchdown late. I mean, that was a game-changing play. So what do you guys think is so good about your connection just in the fourth quarter? I mean, there's 2 games in a row you got game-changing plays.
Yeah, I mean, we just try to make plays when our number's called, and like I said, Trey works hard. A lot of people, they see Trey as how fast he is, but what I see, Trey, he works hard on a daily basis, and I told you guys earlier in the season we're going to continue to push Trey and the rest of the receivers, and they're also, the coaches are pushing me to make every throw, and we just had a lot of reps, so we're getting better at practice. Our timing is better, our chemistry is getting better. Trey does a good job. When the fourth quarter starts, Trey always comes over to me and he says, if you need anybody to make a play, I'm going to make a play for you. So we called on Trey two games in a row in the fourth quarter, and he made a play for us. And even on that play, it's good protection, good momentum coming off the interception the defense got, and it was a big play. So I kind of saw Mickey talks about that meme where somebody was like, Trey Palmer's down there somewhere. So I know he's going to be down there. I just throw it up to him.
How big of a deal is momentum? You guys won 2 in a row, first time around here in Big Ten in like 4 years.
Yeah.
You won 3 in a row. Can you carry it from week to week?
I didn't even know about that stat until after the game. I think it's first time winning 2 back-to-back Big Ten games since 2018. It's just we want to build a culture of winning around here, but we have to focus on the process and winning on a daily basis. So we're just focused on taking one day at a time and 1 week at a time. And I think since Mickey Joseph has taken over, he's done a good job of just allowing us to focus on the task at hand and not get too ahead of ourselves. So before we could talk about, any end of the season awards and accolades and goals, we're just trying to take one day at a time. But it's good for us as a team and as a program to get 2 wins under our belt, and we're looking to continue that win streak.
Do you like
You see the value of that just day in and day out when you have that momentum? Do the injuries feel a little less painful? Is it a little easier going out there, that sort of thing?
Yeah. At this point of the season, like I said, it's a long season, but momentum, I think, is more of an illusion. Like you talked about, the process and focusing on taking one day at a time is more important. We have a saying here, day by day, so we day by day want to get better and better until we can't be beat. That was our first time with our back against the wall. We're down in the first and second half, and we found a way to win. So we've shown that we can do it. Everybody else sees it, we see it, and we know. So inside the building, we have great confidence, great composure, and we're just focused on, like I said, taking it one day at a time. Mickey's doing an incredible job. So we're just looking ahead right now. We're just going to continue to press on, and every day we just focus on. Today was competition Tuesday. Tomorrow is going to be no turnover Wednesday, and then on Thursday it's going to be perfect Thursday, and then on Friday it's going to be walk through Friday, and then we're just going to go out and play on Saturday. So thank you guys.